In 1930s America, deepening economic crisis made social fractures even more visible. The lands of the South were drying up, moral rules were shifting, and people were divided by class, race, and gender. In this atmosphere, the seemingly ordinary life of a small town actually became the center of a great test of humanity. The sense of division was not only social. There was a split between conscience and prejudice, truth and fear, justice and revenge. Standing right in the middle of this divide was a man of law, Atticus Finch. This story was the portrait of a moral awakening shaped by him, but not limited to only his character. Atticus Finch stood tall not just as a lawyer, but as a human being. He acted with the warmth of conscience amidst the coldness of law. When he agreed to defend a man society had cast aside, a black man, it was not just a trial, but the conscience of an era that would be judged. The case seemed simple. A black man named Tom Robinson was accused of raping a young white woman, but the truths behind it, and the prejudices being covered up, would show just how blind and deaf the town truly was. Atticus's duty now was not only to defend his client, but also to hold a mirror up to the community. One thing that made the story unique was that the events were told through the eyes of a child. This narration brought out the emotional depth and innocence that formed the novel's foundation. The children learned that growing up was possible not only by age, but by facing reality. In the children's world, black people were just people, the poor were just hardworking, and the weird ones were simply different. But as they grew, they realized just how lonely and naive that perspective was in society. This narration, which made real justice seem to belong to children rather than adults, was a powerful pillar that gave the novel its universal appeal. The courtroom turned into an arena where prejudice ruled, not justice. All the evidence shouted Tom Robinson's innocence, but the jury looked only at his skin color. In the end, the expected happened. Tom was found guilty. But it wasn't just Tom Robinson on trial that day. Conscience, too, was condemned. Another side of the story revolved around a different outcast, Boo Radley. He had never committed a crime, but was considered dangerous for not conforming to society's expectations. Boo, who hadn't left his house for years, became a figure of fear in the children's imagination. Yet, as time passed, it became clear that the dangerous ghost was actually the quietest protector. Boo was the symbol of an unseen but deeply felt goodness. Just like mockingbirds, creatures who bring beauty without harm and who must never be shot. It's a sin to kill a mockingbird sang only for beauty and harmed no one. This metaphor grew into a symbol that covered the entire novel. Tom Robinson was a mockingbird. Boo Radley was a mockingbird. And those who shot them didn't just use bullets, but ideas fueled by hatred, fear, and ignorance. The novel didn't end with a courtroom victory. The goal wasn't to acquit Tom Robinson, but to change society. This change was slow but lasting. Atticus's uprightness and the moral legacy carried by the children as they grew up left an indelible mark on the reader's memory. Because this story questioned a nation's sense of justice, but also awakened the small court of justice inside every person. Every line echoed a call. Look, think, don't judge. First, understand. To Kill a Mockingbird does not only shed light on the racist past of American history, it also represents a universal moral awakening. No matter the era, humanity will always face prejudice, injustice, and silence. And every time someone will quietly remind us, it's a sin to kill a mockingbird. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share your thoughts in the comments so we can explore the deep meanings of this powerful story together. Join our conversation and share what you think about justice and conscience.